Good afternoon from the Bagel Activity Center. Minnetonka and Edina doubleheader starting right now. Caden Fritz to take the face-off to open the game. Teddy Manlove. Face-off being kicked around on the block M. Still loose and poked down into the Edina zone to the wide of the net where it's picked up by Malcolm Johnson for Edina. Johnson gets it up on the near side. The Hornets will swing it back around toward the far side. Comes back into the corner. Manlove trying to center as it's able to be held in by Danny Pasqua. Played down into the near side corner. Centering out front, just missing on the back door as they were trying to feed Jack Sand on the back door. Sand comes away with it, whipped on a shot, gets it down low. Puck is loose, and the save was made by goaltender Bryce Hess of the Hornets. Backhanded back down low. Sand from the left circle with a shot tipped high and wide of the net. 14:10 to play in the first period. No score, we're just underway as Edina drops it into the Minnetonka zone, and they will change. Scooping it up is John Van Bergen deep in his own end. Van Bergen on the right wing, flips it across the red line where it's knocked down. Played down toward the near side, battled for on the near side boards, been sent in deep to the Minnetonka zone. The first one to it, Max Dewing. Dewing plays it around the net toward the near far side. Dewing plays it back behind his own net for Holzer. Holzer down in the near corner. Stretch pass intercepted at the red line by Nick Hentges. Back up on the far side boards. It's over skating it a little bit. Was Colin Dorsey that allows Minnetonka to gain the offensive zone as the centering pass kicks off a skate. Then back out to neutral ice. Dewing the first one to it. Edina will have it taken away just inside the Minnetonka blue line. Set off toward the far side into the Edina zone. Puck comes free back out to center ice where it's scooped up by Dewing. Dewing back into the offensive zone. His shot was blocked by Tommy Siv as it comes back behind the net. Plays back into the far side corner as Edina will work it back around toward the near side. Hentges in the corner with it. Hentges trying to clear, unable to do so. Long shot from the point, goes wide of the net up into the far side corner. Just over 2 minutes gone by here in the first period. Edina and Minnetonka. Skipper trying to work it back into the offensive zone. Edina will break out with it on the near side. Nicely swatted away as it's set up for the far side board. And sent in deep by Gabriel Tibbetts. Sand back to pick it up in his own end. Sand gets it off as it tips off the backside of Troy Landschute's skate. Carried into the offensive zone by Manlove. Manlove scores! Teddy Manlove with the goal. Minnetonka leads 1-0. That coming at the 2:51 mark of the first period. Minnetonka with the early lead. Little less than 3 minutes into the game. Manlove right back out at neutral ice with Caden Fritz. Controlled by Charlie Sandvin as he gets it in deep to the Minnetonka zone. It brings the net, comes up on the far side. Manlove can't control, comes loose in the slot. David Sepik battling for it for Edina as the Skippers work it back out to neutral ice as it's off the stick of Landshut at the red line. Manlove plays it ahead for Sand. He's 1-on-3 as he'll just try to flip it into the Edina zone. Might have caught one of the Edina skaters up high. It was Sandvin as it works back into the near side corner. Sandvin trying to play it through the corner, comes back through the slot where it's carried back up ice by Cepik. Cepik banks it off the far side boards. He'll gain the offensive zone. Cepik shot saved by goaltender Isaac Johnson. Edina whiffing on the entry pass, but still able to chip it in anyway was Jack Sorum, as it's battled for down on the near side. Taken away by Jackson Hawley. Hawley with a shot on goal and a save held on to. Hawley puts the shot on goal, saved by Isaac Johnson, who covers with 11:07 to play in this first period. 1-0 Minnetonka leading it. Carried around the net by Holzer for Minnetonka, so he'll send one deep into the Edina zone. That'll go for icing. 11 minutes remaining in period number 1. Minnetonka 1, Edina 0. Face-off carried around the net by Dewing. Dewing sends it up ice. It's tipped into the Edina zone on the left wing for Van Bergen, who puts a shot on goal. Save. Puck comes loose on the other side of the net. It's gathered in by Henry Denault. Denault plays it through the near side corner. That's off toward the far side boards. Back out to neutral ice. Off the stick of Denault as it comes deep into the Edina zone. That'll be icing, and we'll bring it back into the... Oh, we're going to get a interference penalty. Dewing will check into the penalty box. Edina will go on the power play with 10:33 to play in the first period. It's a 1-0 Minnetonka lead. Lucas Cole able to win the face-off as it's controlled, and then comes free out front for a shot saved by Johnson. Colin Dorsey driving the net, just couldn't keep it on his stick to get a good shot away. Edina works it back around the net. They set up behind the Minnetonka cage, works into the far side corner. Back to Sandvin at the point. Sandvin drops it into the far side corner. Denault with it. Wrap around in front, they score! Lucas Cole might have caught his own rebound, and Edina has tied the game at 1 with a power play goal. That comes at the 4:54 mark of period number 1. Face-off controlled by Minnetonka, high in their own zone, now driven back deeper into their own end. Setting up in front of their own cage is Tibbetts. Pucks it high in the air, evades all the banners, comes down in play. Poked back out to neutral ice as Minnetonka sends it in deep as we get another whistle with 9:49 left in the first period. Minnetonka 1, Edina 1. 2 early goals in this game. Face off in the neutral zone. Won by Minnetonka. Michael Manning trying to get it into the Edina zone. So it's sent right back out. It'll work deep into the Minnetonka zone. That'll be icing. It'll bring it back into the Edina end. With 9:36 to play in the first period, it's a 1-1 game. Edina plays it up into the far side corner. Look at the blue line, a shot that went off a skate. That was driven in by Tibbetts as it went off of Jack McCuskey's skate. McCuskey chases it into the near side corner, but he takes a hit. It works on the left wing side. The drive in on goal, saved and held on to by Bryce Hess with 9:07 to go in the first period. Edina 1, Minnetonka 1. Whiffing on the shot out front off the centering feed. Played back out to neutral ice. That was Sullivan. He played back out red line. Edina flips into the Minnetonka zone. Gathering again on the corner is Evan Criswell. Criswell plays it around the net off toward the far side. Back out of the red line, sent back in by Siv. It's off of a stick. Getting the play tied up. And try to play it ahead is Minnetonka. They'll work it into the Edina zone. Played ahead by Pasqua. Back to the left circle, nearly intercepted, and then Edina able to gain possession, work it back out through neutral ice with Cole. Cole will drop it in deep to the Minnetonka zone. Jonathan was out of his net to slow it down. We'll have a penalty coming against Minnetonka, and Edina will head back on the power play. They're already 1 for 1 with the man advantage. .8:19 to play in the first period. 1-1 Edina and Minnetonka. Back on the far side. Kicked around with the skate. Follow-up shot goes wide of the net. Is sliding in for that drive was Charlie Brinkman. It's back out to the red line. And tipped back into the Edina zone. Played in the left circle by Malcolm Johnson. Stretch pass back out there neutral ice will result in icing and a face-off back in the Edina zone. 7:46 to play first period. It's 1-1. Laid down into the near side corner, then sent around the net by Jake McCuskey. Sent around the net by Sandvin as it's back out to neutral ice and into the Minnetonka zone. Long pass sent deep into the Edina zone. Out of his net to play it is Hess. Back off the near side boards, able to be held by Minnetonka. Comes loose in the high slot, played back out to neutral ice. Minnetonka will reset in their own zone with it. Manning does a long stretch pass that will be out of reach. Icing waved off. Manlove jostles with Henches as it comes into the far side quarter. Manlove carries it around the net. Center speed for a shot. That's blocked and then dribbles in on Hess, who holds on with 7 minutes to play in the first period. Edina 1, Minnetonka 1. McCuskey and Fritz in the face-off circle. Edina controls the face-off, eventually in the near side corner. Stretches out to neutral ice, goes off a skate. On the far side, it's chipped in deep by Tommy Siv. It'll circle the net down to the near side. Comes in on goal as Hess has to stop it, so that'll negate the icing. Kicks off of a skate as Edina able to get it out to neutral. Then a big hit put on by Van Bergen that allows Minnetonka to work it back into the offensive zone in the right circle with Jake McCuskey. McCuskey sends it far side for a drive and a save by Hess off the stick of Ryan Holzer. And a face-off in the Edina zone with 6:20 to go in the first period. 1-1 our score. Tyler Winkler in the face-off circle with Cole. Backup ice with it for Edina was Siv, and then he got knocked off the puck, but he was able to get it into the offensive zone. Played along the near side boards by Sepik. Both teams back at full strength. It's played by Criswell behind the end line. Cole was trying to knock him off the puck as then Criswell and Cole battle for the puck again. It comes into the near side corner. Turned back up ice by Sepik. Sepik centers, they score! Lucas Cole has his second goal of the first period, and Edina has their first lead with 5:39 to play in the opening frame. Lucas Cole with a power play goal and an even strength goal, and that puts Edina ahead. Face-off controlled by Edina as it's played ahead by Sandvin into the Minnetonka zone. Set off toward the far side. Landshut chases it down in the far corner as he rims the net, drops it back toward the far side. Now sent behind the net over toward the near side. It's gathered in the corner by Brinkman. Played out through neutral ice. His first one back to pick it up for Edina is Malcolm Johnson. Johnson plays it back into the corner for Sandvin. Sandvin tried to get a clearing pass. It was briefly knocked down by the skippers. Hawley couldn't knock it down at the red line. Goes off the skate of Landshut. He might have had an opportunity into the offensive zone. Played by Sand in the corner. Sand gets tied up. Landshut comes away with the puck. Landshut spins in the corner. Gets it back to Sand behind the net. Trying to center for Manlove. It's intercepted, carried back out their neutral ice. Jack Bartling drops it in through the near side corner. Big hit put on behind the end line by Jackson Hawley. Penalty coming against Edina. And we got some activity after the play, after that hit by Hawley. .431 to play in the first period. We have 5-minute major penalty for that hit by Hawley. So Minnetonka will be on the power play for an extended period. .431 to play in the first period. Edina able to clear. Edina leading 2-1. 2 goals by Lucas Cole here in the first period. One for Teddy Manlove for Minnetonka. Edina able to clear once again out of his net to slow it down is Johnson. As Holzer sets up behind his own net. Holzer gets it off. Starting up ice with it is Van Bergen. Van Bergen into the offensive zone. Van Bergen knocked off the puck as he was trying to work around Sivs. It works into the far corner. Back to the point for Dewing. Dewing gets it cross ice for Holzer. Dropped into the near side corner. The centering feed intercepted as reaching out simultaneously with the glove was Hess as the puck eventually cleared by Edina. Dewing with it deep in his own zone. Drops it off toward the near side. Back to Dewing in his own end. Dewing leaving it off as up ice with it is Manlove. Manlove speeds into the offensive zone. He can't work between the Edina defenders as Malcolm Johnson, one of those there. Shot from the far side boards gets in on Hess. He makes the save. Puck works down to the near side. And then unable to hold the zone was Minnetonka. Setting up in his own zone is Manning. Manning gets it off to the far side quarter. Pasqua. Pasqua up ice with it. Pasqua stretch pass intercepted down on the near side. And able to fight his way through and clear is Alex Orthy. 2:50 to play in the period. 3:17 in the power play. Down toward the near side. Out of reach, trying to get it to Landshut. Hess whipped on it. That'll allow the the Skippers to set up deep in the offensive zone. Landshut banks it back to Manlove. Back to Pasqua at the blue line. Pasqua drops it back to Manlove. Cross ice pass. Oh, sliding save. Hess, what a great look there. Banked off the near side boards and cleared into the Minnetonka zone as the Skippers will quickly reset with it. Manning up ice. Manning gains the offensive zone in the high slot. Manning circling the net with the puck. Manning back to the blue line. Manning trying to work his way back down across the far side half wall as it's held in by Holzer and then comes back around the net toward the far side. Holzer going to get it down low as it's tipped up and out of play. Puck comes up into the track concourse area, probably about 75 feet from where we are. Dewing unable to hold off the face-off, and so will go chase it down. Dewing with it in his own zone. Dewing getting it ahead for Frisbee Nick Boss. Boss with it. Boss gets it up ice. It tips off the heel of Van Bergen's stick. Sent up into the far side corner. Boss the first one there. Dewing comes away with the puck on the half wall, trying to get it into the left circle. It was intercepted. Cleared up by Edina. Here's Denault through neutral ice, and a shot saved by the goaltender Johnson. So Denault on the breakaway. And back to the red line on the far side as Van Bergen took a hit. Cleared into the left circle was Edina again able to clear with 1:07 to go in the period. 1:35 in the major penalty. Minnetonka is coming out of their own zone with Manlove. Manlove speeding into the offensive zone, dropped it up behind him for a shot save off the handle of the stick up into the far side corner. Edina back out there neutral quickly with it is Hentges. Hentges got knocked off the puck at the red line, was able to get it in deep with 33 seconds to go in the period. Minnetonka from deep in their own end, stretch pass into the offensive zone for Landshut. Landshut shot glove save by Hess. Bryce Hess has had a pretty good first period. Makes another save at point blank with 24.1 to go in the opening frame. Manlove will take the face off against Brennan Wurst. Battled for in the left circle, down to 20 seconds to go in the period. Minnetonka able to hold at the point with Manning as it slid across for Pasqua. Trying to get it down low as it tips off the stick of Sand, and Edina able to clear. Pasqua back to gather it in with 4 seconds left in the period. The buzzer will sound, and the Hornets will take a 2-1 lead into the first intermission. 29 seconds left in the major penalties. We'll be back. back for the second period. Manlove will take the face-off against Jack Bartling. It's 2-1 Edina after one period. Still trying to kill off that major penalty. 29 seconds remaining in the 5-minute major. Face-off, dribbling back into the Edina zone as Malcolm Johnson can't clear the zone. Comes loose in front of the net. Stick goes flying. Shot saved and held on to by Bryce Hess on the drive by Michael Manning. 19 seconds left in the power play. 14:50 in the second period. Edina 2, Minnetonka 1. First game of our doubleheader. Manning able to get it behind him for Landshut. Landshut drops it into the corner for Manlove, trying to center as a kick around and then deflects in on Hess, who holds on. With 10 seconds left in the power play and 14:41 to go in the period. Face off to the right of Hess. Comes down to the near side corner as it's played around the net by Minnetonka. Wraparound attempt, loose in front. Banked off the near side boards, winding up for a blast with Pasqua. Minnetonka able to hold the zone as it works down toward the near side, then played out to neutral ice. Hawley off the 5-minute major, flips it back into the Minnetonka zone. Manning drops it back into the near side corner. Skewed around the net by Pasqua. Pasqua has it kicked off back into the far side corner. Manning will ring the net with it. Got it kept in by Edina, now played out to neutral ice, and it goes cross ice to the far side. Pasqua playing it from high in his own zone. Gets it off toward the far side as it'll be played deep into the Edina zone for icing. 13:53 to play in the second period. Edina 2, Minnetonka 1, both teams back at full strength. Shot blocked as it comes down toward the near side boards. Ewing got tied up in the corner as he battled with Fritz as it works the net. Three in front for a shot save of the drive by Brennan Wurst. Down toward the near side. Back out to neutral ice. Through neutral with it is McCuskey. McCuskey plays it off to the far side corner for Holzer. Tipped back up into the corner. Comes onto the stick of Wurst. Wurst will lose it into the near side corner as Edina trying to set up in their own end for his own exit. Intercepted on the clearing attempt as it worked back along the left side by Van Bergen. Now played out to neutral ice at the red line. Ewing with it for Minnetonka. Ewing gets it cross ice, now takes it back. It's sent in deep to the Minnetonka zone by Fritz as it'll be slowed down behind the net by Johnson. Johnson with the puck taken away. The net is basically empty. Johnson was able to get back into the net, well defended by Minnetonka. For neutral ice with it is McCuskey. McCuskey driven into the far side corner. It'll work behind the net, slowed down behind by Cole, who has both Edina goals in the game. Clearing attempt whiffed on as it comes in front of the net, steered aside by Hess, comes down into the corner, played back out to neutral ice. Criswell gets to it first ahead of Seapick. Battle for on the far side half wall. Comes free into the corner for Deneau. Deneau spins out of the corner, loses the puck in the process. Trying to go cross ice with Minnetonka. Deneau trying to gain control of the puck as it's battled for in the slot. Eventually Tommy Lurie has it, but he can't clear as it's played back into the corner by Cole. Cole pinned up by Criswell. Cole comes out with it though. Backhand shot on goal, saved. And held on to as Cole made a bid for his third of the game. 12 minutes to play in the second period. It's Edina 2, Minnetonka 1. The first of two. Brinkman in the face-off circle against Manlove. Brinkman's shot blocked as it played around the net into the near side corner. Slowed down behind the net. And worked back into the near side corner. Played behind the net by Manning. Manning gets the play tied up. Landshut trying to dig it out of there. Puck does come free though for Tibbetts. Tibbetts out to the red line where it's intercepted by Sandin, who gets it on goal. Save made by Johnson. Played through the corner by Minnetonka. Kicked back into the corner where it's scooped up by Manning as he gets it cross ice. Banked off the far side boards. Played out to neutral by Minnetonka. Landshoot with it. That's Sand with it. Manning trying to steer his way cautiously up ice. He gains the offensive zone. Manning driving the net, trying to center for Sand as it just poked wide off his stick. Battle for behind the net, played up through the far side corner. Puck pops high in the air, sent in deep to the Minnetonka zone, and will go for icing with 10:49 to play in the second period. It's Edina 2, Minnetonka 1. McCuskey in the face-off circle with Fritz. Won by Fritz as it rings the Edina net, but able to be held by Dewing. Intercepted as he tried to slide it up the near side boards. Edina gains the red line, drops it into the Minnetonka zone. Johnson out of his net trying to slow it down as it's played back into the corner for Van Bergen. Van Bergen sends it around the net for Holzer. Holzer has it played out to neutral ice. Slowed down just across the red line, then gathered in by Nick Hentges. Hentges gets it ahead toward the red line. Landshoot trying to knock it down. So it's played back to the red line where Minnetonka gains control. Holzer stretches into the offensive zone for Boss. Boss got knocked off the puck, but unable to clear as Dewing takes a long shot just inside the blue line. Saved but held onto by Hess. 10:06 to play, second period. It's Edina 2, Minnetonka 1. Lucas Cole with a pair of goals for Edina in the first period. And Manlove with the goal for Minnetonka. Quick shot through traffic was saved of a good quick shot from Ryan Burchild. Played back out through neutral ice by Edina and will be iced with 9:52 to play in the second period. It's Edina 2, Minnetonka 1. Edina battling for the face-off as it dribbles down toward the near side corner where it's punched through the corner by Lurie up to the far side. Going around back on the near side, Hawley able to get it back out to neutral ice as Minnetonka resets across the red line. Stretch pass across, knocked down by Deneau. But Minnetonka able to gain control and send it back into the Edina zone from Lurie. Played up through the far side corner. Back out to neutral ice where it's gathered in by Pasqua. He leaves it off at the red line for Criswell. Criswell sees it played into the Edina zone where it's battled for in the corner, then taken away on the half wall by the Hornets. 2-on-2 the other way. Back through neutral. Deneau was offside as he dropped the pass behind him. .9:12 to play in the second period. Minnetonka plays it in the near side corner in their own zone. Puck battle in the corner. Trying to dig it out of there. Able to come away with it is Boss. Boss out there neutral ice, gets it off, as he crosses the blue line. That was Landshoot. Shot blocked off of his skate. Edina not able to clear the zone. It's held on the near side boards by Tibbetts. Edina regains possession, bank off the near side board, slowed down at the red line. Able to get it ahead for Manlove. Manlove, though, has it poked away by Hentges. Manlove able to recover behind the goal line, dropped it back to the point for the long drive by Boss, by Tibbetts, and it gets by Tibbetts on the clear and will go for icing. 8:16 to play in the second period. It's Edina 2, Minnetonka 1. Both goals coming in the first period. All three goals, I should say, coming in the first period. McCuskey will take the face-off against Fritz. Won by Caden Fritz as Edina works the puck around their own net off into the far side corner. Cole has it poked off of his stick as it comes down through the slot. Back out to neutral ice and kicked around just outside the blue line. Edina will gain possession with Fritz. Fritz into the offensive zone. Fritz tries to center as it kicks off some skates. Minnetonka gains control. Landshut through neutral. Landshut gets shoved off the puck. Edina regains possession, played out toward the red line. Carried in by Orthy. Orthy with a shot blocked, winding up for a blast that sent just wide was Siv. Holzer got tied up behind the net. 7:31 to go in the second period. It's 2-1 Edina. Cross-checking penalty against Minnetonka puts Edina on another power play. They're 1-2. Cole will take the face-off against Manlove. Won by Cole. Back to the blue line. Loose on net. Jabbed at was Johnson able to hold on. 7:26 to play in the second period. It's 2-1. Edina leading it, and the Hornets on a power play. Lucas Cole against Manlove in the face-off circle. Manlove able to win the face-off. Landshut able to get it out through neutral. And Siv with it in his own zone, gets it ahead for Cole. Cole drops it down toward the near side. It's carried in by Orthy. Orthy knocked off the puck, which worked through the corner, then sent up onto the far side. We approach the 8-minute mark of the second period. It's 2-1 Edina. Orthy behind the net. Banks it off the backside of the cage. Back to the blue line, able to be held, and then sent over the top of the net by Siv as it comes into the far side corner. Hornets able to work it back to Siv. Siv with a drive, tipped in on Anderson. Johnson who makes the save. 6:44 to go in the second period. It's 2-1 in favor of the Hornets. Face-off played off to the far side. Up through the far side corner. He's back into the near side for Van Bergen. Van Bergen able to get it out to neutral ice. Boss with a whistle. And a puck played with a high stick. Dorsey in the face-off circle. Puck controlled by Holzer. Holzer trying to clear. He's able to get it out to neutral ice. Ahead for Landshut. Boss. Boss into the offensive zone. He'll just chip it off the boards behind the end line. Edina recovers. And they'll be able to play it back out to neutral ice. Minnetonka sends it back in. Edina resets. On the far side is Bartling. Bartling able to gain the offensive zone as he's driven down to the near side corner. Bartling banks it off the near side board with a great play by McCuskey. McCuskey into the offensive zone, 1-on-3. It was a nice play to keep in front of him by Johnson. McCuskey will play it in deep. 15 seconds left in the Edina power play. Down to 5:43 in the period. Banked off the near side boards. Tipped in off the stick of Bartling. Bartling battling with Holzer as it comes around the net to the near side. Back to the point. Minnetonka back at full strength. It's played off toward the far side. Drop back to Pasqua. Pasqua into the offensive zone on the left wing. Pasqua almost able to maintain the puck. He tries to center. It's intercepted. Played off the far side boards. Edina resets deep in their own end. Played out to neutral ice by Bartling. Bartling loses it just inside the Minnetonka blue line to Sand. Knocked down with the glove, and the glove goes down as well. Manlove gains the offensive zone as he's jostling with Worst. Puck free in the right circle as Edina works it free. Back out to the block M, where it's taken back by Sand as we get a whistle. .438 to go in the second period. It's 2-1 Edina, and we'll get a penalty against Edina for a slash. Minnetonka. Edina will head on their third power play. Fritz will take the face-off against McCuskey. Edina 1 for 3 on the power play. Gets into the near far side corner. Then able to hold. There's a shot saved and held on to from Charlie Sandvin. Face-off deep in the Minnetonka zone with 4.5 minutes to play in the second period. Edina 2, Minnetonka 1. Face-off again, controlled by Edina, comes back to the blue line, able to be held by Worst. Worst with a drive save, might have been blocked in front, and Minnetonka able to clear. Hentges with it deep in his own end. Hentges has to tipped out through neutral ice, knocked down across the red line, as it's played back in by Dewing. Sandvin sets up behind his own net for Edina, drops it down toward the near side. Up ice with it is Fritz. Fritz into the offensive zone. Will send it through the corner as it comes up toward the far side. We're under 4 minutes to play in the second period. 2-1, Edina leading it. Into the offensive zone with the shot is McCuskey. Edina resets. Back up ice with it. Dorsey. Dorsey on the right wing into the offensive zone. Dorsey trying to work his way through as it's steered aside by Johnson to the end wall. Minnetonka able to force the puck free. Held by Hentges. Hentges with a shot blocked in front and cleared. 45 seconds to go on the power play for Edina as we get a whistle. And a slashing penalty against Edina, so we'll have some 4-on-4 for 43 seconds. Brennan Worst will take the penalty. Manlove battling for the face-off as it's won in the corner by Siv. Backhand shot, they score! It's a 4-on-4 goal for Troy Landshut, and the game is tied at 2. 3:14 left in the second period. We've got a brand new ball game. It's 2-2. Minnetonka able to control. Face-off down on the near side. Manlove taking it back from Pasqua. Manlove into the offensive zone. Manlove reversing. Manlove blast from Pasqua. Saved by Hess as it comes into the near side corner. And a whistle with a penalty against Edina. Hooking call against Deneau. We'll have 4-on-3 for 22 seconds. And then an extended 5-on-3 for Minnetonka. Face off deep in the Edina zone to the right of Hess. Won by Minnetonka. Manning working his way through. Pasqua. Pasqua with a shot saved by Hess and held on to. 11 seconds left in the 4-on-4. 2:46 in the period. It's a 2-2 game. Shots on goal 25-11 in favor of Minnetonka. Face off, one plate off the far side boards. Pasqua skirting the slot. Pasqua sets up Manning. Manning trying to get it down low just past Manlove. He recovers off the end boards. Manlove with a shot saved by Hess. as the 4-on-4 is over. It's a minute 15 of 5-on-3 for the Skippers. Face-off still loose in the circle as it's driven behind by Sand. Sand gets tied up. Battled for on the near side half wall. Punched up into the corner. And it's a shot save at point blank on the one-timer from Pasqua. Back to Pasqua on the near side. Pasqua sets up Manning. Manning trying to drive through the slot. 50 seconds still to go in the 5-on-3. Manning. Shot saved, blocked. Cole punches it back out to neutral. Manning recovers for Minnetonka as he quickly gets it ahead for Manlove. Tipped into Sand. Sand trying to drive through the circle. Shot point blank save Hess. Follow-up save Hess. Wraparound attempt was knocked off the stick of Sand and then cleared as he whacked at the loose puck. 22 seconds left in the 5-on-3. It'll be about another 20 seconds of 5-on-4 after that. Van Bergen around the net with it for Minnetonka as he gets it to the far side. Ewing at the left point. Ewing drops it back into the corner. Get it out front and it's just out of reach of Holzer on the redirect. 5-on-4 now for 16 more seconds. Ewing gets it down low or tips off of a body. I think that was Hentges in front. Shot save Hess up out of play at point blank from Jake McCuskey. 1:06 left in the second period. Edina 2, Minnetonka 2. 7 seconds left in the Minnetonka power play. Edina this close to killing off the 5-on-3. Face-off still loose in the circle. Quick shot off the face-off by Landshut. Save was made. Excuse me, that was Boss with the shot. Edina back at full strength. The kill off the 5-on-3. Trying to get it down low is Holzer as it's played off to the far side by Edina. He's free in the center of the ice where it's tipped in by Hawley. Doing the first one to it for Minnetonka where he shoved off the puck. Edina battles for it in the right circle. Pushed back along toward the end line. Doing reversing behind the end line. 28 seconds to go in the period. Worst trying to center out front, but just getting pushed off at the last moment was Fritz. 15 seconds to go in the period. Come free for Hawley. Hawley with it. Hawley trying to get it down low, blocked. Banked off the far side boards, back into the corner. Played off ahead of Worst. Hawley back in the corner with 4 as he drop it back behind the net. Center is out of reach as he was trying to get it to Hentges, and that'll do it for the second period. After 2, Minnetonka 2 and Edina 2. Back for the third period, Edina and Minnetonka 2-2 after 2 periods. Face-off won by Minnetonka. It's played ahead by Criswell, then sent back into the Minnetonka zone. Pasqua up in the far side corner. Pasqua working his way back up. Pasqua gets it out to neutral ice. Pasqua working now back in his own zone. Gets it across for Manlove. Manlove, of course, back into his own zone is Criswell. Back to Manlove. Pasqua through neutral ice, gains the offensive zone. Shot by Manlove, saved and held on to by the goaltender Bryce Hess. 14:23 left in regulation. Edina 2, Minnetonka 2. Deneau will take the face-off against McCuskey. Sent out to neutral ice. Drop back into the Edina zone as the Hornets will break out. Deneau on the far side. Deneau able to chip it into the Minnetonka zone. Dewing gets to it ahead of Cole. Dewing battling forward on the near side corner. Deneau was able to knock it off, but McCuskey able to come away with it. Tips it off the stick of Van Bergen into the far side corner. Van Bergen able to come away with it. Van Bergen trying to center, went off a skate. Van Bergen still battling for it, out on the near side. Poked away from McCuskey, then deflects off of Van Bergen back out to neutral ice. Played on the far side. Setting up deep in his own zone is Holzer. Able to be held by Siv, but Minnetonka back up ice with it. Holzer into the offensive zone, shot on goal, save Hess. Held on to with 13:27 left in regulation. 2-2 Minnetonka and Edina. Face off in the left circle. Driven in on goal, covered up by Hess. Penalty will go against Edina for a cross check. Minnetonka on their third power play. They are 0 for 2. Edina killed off the 5-on-3 earlier. Landshut comes out of the corner with it. Landshut gets it to Pasqua. Pasqua drops it into the far side corner. Minnetonka works from behind their the Edina net. Manlove back into the corner. Sand reversing direction. Sand up into the far side corner. One-time blast and a save by Hess on the drive by Landshut. Face off deep at the Edina zone. 12:53 to play in regulation. It's a 2-2 game. Face off driven down into the near side corner, back to the blue line. Manning able to hold. Pasqua with a drive, save, rebound, pushed wide of the net. Manlove able to get it back behind the net for Sand. Sand plays it back behind for Manlove. Battle in the far side corner for the puck. Will be held by Manning as it's knocked down by Manlove. The drive, they score! The power play goal for Danny Pasqua, and Minnetonka is on top for the first time at 3-2. Minnetonka leading for the first time since it was 1-0. 12:23 left in regulation. It's now 3-2 Skippers. Face off down to the near side, played by Holzer. Holzer able to get it into the Edina zone as the Hornets will reset in front of their own net, as almost accidentally falling into his own net was Caden Fritz as it worked out for icing. We'll have a face off back in the Edina zone. 12:06 left in regulation. Minnetonka 3, Edina 2. skates through Dewing. Dewing back out at the red line with it for Minnetonka. Gets it across for Holzer. It's tipped ahead by Minnetonka. Back out to neutral ice. Hawley on the far side. Plays it into the Minnetonka zone. Weird hop. Kicked aside by Johnson. Minnetonka trying to clear. Drive over the top of the net by Siv. Hawley will get to it behind the end line. He tries to center. Cleared back to the blue line. Siv able to hold as he drops it down into the near side corner. Right back out through neutral ice. It'll be set deep into the Minnetonka Edina zone. The Hornets will play it around their own net toward the far side. Cross ice pass. Worst able to play it ahead into the Minnetonka zone. Holzer with it. Holzer plays it down toward the near side as it banks back into the neutral zone. Cole trying to reverse direction with it. 35-11 shots on goal in favor of Minnetonka. Puck loose behind the net. Gathered in by McCuskey. McCuskey has it taken away, sent off toward the far side. It works into the corner, then rung around back toward the near side. Then a fake hit thrown on. Deneau able to hold the zone. As we'll get a whistle with 10:34 left. Penalty against Minnetonka as checking into the penalty box is Boss, and we'll have a Edina going on the power play for the 5th time. They're 1 for 4. Call will take the face off against Manlove. 10:34 to play. It's Minnetonka 3, Edina 2. Laid up toward the far side. Back out to neutral ice. It's banked off the glass on the near side. Manning throwing it out ice, but unable to clear. Laid off for Cole on the far side. Cole. Penalty coming here. And Edina will go on a 5-on-3. An extended 5-on-3, a golden opportunity for Edina to tie the game. It'll be a minute 40 of two-man advantage. Van Bergen takes the face-off against Cole. Cole able to win the face-off. Drop back into the near side corner. Back up high for Sandvin. Sandvin thinking about the one-timer as he banks it over to Cole on the far side. Sandvin high in the slot. Sandvin with a shot that's deflected well wide of the net. Battle for behind the end line. Cole able to come away with it. Back to Sandvin. Sandvin gets it down low and just tipped wide by Deneau. Deneau with it. Gets it for Cole. Cole. Working his way through the circle with a shot saved by Johnson as it comes down into the near side corner. 53 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Centering feed was blocked. Cole trying to follow up. He scores! Power play goal. Lucas Cole off the rebound that just sat in front of the crease. That's his third of the game, and Edina has tied it at 3 with 9:21 left in regulation. Still a minute 7 left of 5-on-4 power play for the Hornets to come. Manning flips it out through neutral ice. played back in deep to the Edina zone. 48 seconds left in the power play. Edina sends it high in the air. Missed all the banners as it comes down. Centering feed, just whipping on it was Brinkman. And we'll have a face-off deep in the Minnetonka zone with 8:45 left in regulation. It's a 3-3 game. Hartling in the face-off circle against McCuskey. McCuskey able to clear. Back to pick it up is Orthy. Orthy behind his own net. 15 seconds left in the Edina power play, where it's tipped ahead into the Minnetonka zone. Holzer dropping it behind a net. The three in front for Worth. Worth jamming away at it. Puck is still loose in the crease. Skipper's able to come away, bank it off glass, and back to full strength is Minnetonka. And now we've got more activity behind the play. We've got a high sticking penalty against Edina. Minnetonka heads on the power play. 8:06 left to play. It's a 3-3 tie game. Discussion amongst the officials about who took that penalty. So Minnetonka goes on the power play from the high stick. Played around the net by Landshut as he dropped it behind him for Manlove. Manlove back to Pasqua, Manlove with a shot saved by Hess. Played by Orthy. He is able to clear with a little bit of help. Pasqua back in his own zone with it. Pasqua sets up with Manning. Manning into the offensive zone. Manning driving his way toward the net. Manning able to get a shot away. Rebound comes loose and then sent over the net by Pasqua. Back in the slot. Manning winds up for a drive and a save by Hess. Pasqua. Manlove along the near side. Back to Pasqua. Pasqua with a drive save. As we get a whistle, net I think got knocked off. 7:16 left in regulation. Minnetonka 3 and Edina 3. McCuskey will take the face off against Cole, won by Minnetonka. Shot high and wide of the net from Dewing. Minnetonka able to maintain control of it. Cycle back into the corner by Van Bergen. Comes around behind the net. Boss battling for it on the end boards. Minnetonka able to come away with it. Back to Dewing. Dewing plays it along the far side boards. McCuskey will get it down low as it's tipped away down back toward the near side. Holzer back to Dewing. Dewing cycles it into the circle. Back to Holzer. Holzer with a drive over the net off the glass. Dewing back over toward Boss. It's played back into the near side corner. Van Bergen trying to fight his way through. Linesman gets in the way. Edina able to clear with 10 seconds to go in the power play. Johnson out of his own net to slow it down. He got way out. Manlove able to gather it in across neutral ice. Manlove into the offensive zone. His shot deflected high and wide of the net. As we come down towards 6 minutes to play in regulation. Minnetonka 3, Edina 3. Drive in on Hess. He's able to make the save and cover up in traffic. 5:56 left in regulation. Edina 3, Minnetonka 3. Faceoff still loose on the dot, played into the far side corner. Hemchis plays it around the net. Come free in front off a turnover, and then a shot over the net by Manlove. Would have been a big moment there. Fortunately for the Hornets, Manlove shoots it over the net. Manning chasing the puck down in his own end. Manning will play it off ahead of Pauly. Tipped out to neutral ice and sent back in by Edina. Played off the backside by Tibbetts. Tibbetts trying to ring it off the far side. It'll sneak through. Icing waved off, and the first one to it is Sand as he works it to Dewing in the corner. Dewing battling for position with Bartling. Able to be held the drive in from the blue line by Tibbetts, held on to by Hess with 5:11 to play in regulation and a 3-3 game. Cole in the face-off circle with Lurie. Lurie with a shot save pass comes into the corner. Edina battling for it behind their own net. Cole comes away with it. We're back at full strength. Then into the offensive zone is Dorsey. Dorsey trying to chip it in front and just sent wide by Deneau. Minnetonka back out across the red line as it's played in deep by Lurie. It's played in the near side corner. 4:30 to play as we get a whistle. They just couldn't get the net back on. Center ice face-off, Fritz and McCuskey. Criswell. Minnetonka comes back in offside. 4:18 left in regulation. 3-3 our score. Face-off controlled by Minnetonka as it's dropped back in deep to the Edina zone. Put over toward the near side, loosen the circle. To get it down low, comes back through the slot as Minnetonka accidentally clears the zone. Racing after it to get to it first, though, is Orthy as it's pushed in on goal and covered up at the other end by Johnson. 3:56 left in regulation. Minnetonka 3, Edina 3. All 3 Edina goals scored by Lucas Cole. 2 in the first and 1 in the third. Minnetonka has goals from Landshut, from Manlove, and from Pasqua. Back out their neutral ice, poked off the stick of Sand at the red line. Manning back in his own zone with it. Manning drifting back deeper into his own end, then gets it cross ice for Tibbetts. Tibbetts gets it ahead where it's banked off the near side boards by Landshut. Edina regains in their own end. Thrown up ice. Tipped in at the red line, so icing waved off. 3:23 left in regulation. Minnetonka 3, Edina 3. Cross ice pass worked into the offensive zone by Sand as he tries to center for Manlove. Battled for in the far side corner. The drive through traffic by Manning that goes wide. It comes down toward the near side. Edina works it back out to neutral ice. Manning back in his own zone, gets to it first, chips it out. Carried in by Sand. Sand trying to center for Manlove, and it gets through Doing, got his stick lifted, so he couldn't get it either. Edina back out to the red line with it. Siv has it taken away as Pasqua drifts back in his own end, gets it ahead for Doing. Laid down toward the near side. Puck pops high in the air. Hawley gets the play pinned up at the red line. Puck works free along the near side boards. Doing battling with Hawley. Puck sent back into the Minnetonka zone. 2:20 left in regulation. Stretch pass ahead as it chipped ahead for Doing into the offensive zone. 2-on-1 for Minnetonka. If they hurry, shot saved by Hess off the stick of Doing. Doing gets hammered into the near side boards. Holzer for Minnetonka in the corner. Holzer tried to reverse direction. Holzer with it, carries it around the net, centers! And a shot saved by Hess out of play as Doing was able to center for Lurie in front. 2 minutes on the dot left in regulation. The Minnetonka 3, Edina 3. Cole and McCuskey in the face-off circle. Banked back to the Edina blue line. Off the stick of Boss. Edina almost stretched it for Deneau. Deneau will get to it first, deep in the Minnetonka zone. Deneau gets pinned up into the end board. That allows Cole to come away with it. Cole battling for it, where it's taken away in the corner by